Yes, here we are saying from these chemical properties of methane, of which we are going to see others ahead of us, we can write some questions from here for exam. So here we're saying the possible questions that will come from this part specifically is that we shall say methane was burned in limited supply of oxygen. Don't say I was not there in the observation. Here they are saying it was burned in limited supply of oxygen. So that means you need to know the theory behind when we burned methane in limited supply of oxygen. So what you are going to mark when you're answering this question is limited supply of oxygen. And they are saying state the observation made by the chemical equation for the reaction that took place. So here, write the chemical equation or you can write equations. Because here, if you want to answer this question, you simply come here and say, when you say limited supply is the same as insufficient supply of what? Of oxygen. So the observation made here is going to be the shoot. But this one, it is black solid. So the color of carbon is simply black. So it is black solid. So you'll be in position to say that the observation made, we are focusing on this. Instead the observation made, you can say a black solid is formed. We are not going to focus on carbon monoxide. We are not going to focus on water. We are going to focus on that, on the ship being formed. So therefore, you just state it very simple that a black solid was formed, or a black solid formed, full stop. After putting that, here another part of the question is that the amount of oxygen supply was increased. So that means it's also testing your knowledge that if I burn methane gas in excess oxygen, what will happen? That's where they are testing your knowledge. If I burn methane gas in excess oxygen, what will happen? So look at this one critical. Then they're asking you to state the observation and you write the what? The chemical equation for the reaction. So here we know very well when we increase the amount of oxygen, that means it's going to be in excess. Methane gas will therefore burn in excess oxygen form carbon dioxide and water. So we are going to focus on carbon dioxide gas. When you're going to focus on this, you're going to see that we are first going to look at what? Test for carbon dioxide, or you call it carbon monoxide, the same. So we are now relating the knowledge of inorganic chemistry with what? With organic chemistry. So how can we test for carbon dioxide in the laboratory? It's a very common question. We are going to test for this using substance called lime water. Chemically, it is called calcium what? Calcium hydroxide. So this, the color is what? So in chemistry, you need to be very good at knowing the different types of colors. So here, the color of calcium hydroxide is simply colorless. So if it is colorless, and I get this carbon dioxide, assuming it is in the tube like this, of course, here we have calcium hydroxide. Then I lower or I bubble. That is the term what we use. This is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. You bubble it through lime water. This colorless solution will turn now milky. Like you see it like that exact color of milk. So how can you state the whole of this history? Just very short for your exam purpose, for you to pass, and you'll be in position also to maintain time, keep your time. You'll be in position to say that from here, instead of observe, you can say colorless gas. You don't mention the name. Of course, you know it is carbon dioxide, but you don't mention the name. You can say colorless gas, which turn lime water or calcium hydroxide milky was produced. Full stop. We are going to mark milky. We are going to mark also maybe part of the colorless gas, but most gases are colorless. Then you also identifying that we use this calcium hydroxide as for testing carbon dioxide, you also get marks from there. Now, if you say write the equation for the chemical reactions above in B Roman number 1, you'll be in position to come that you should be in position to have in mind that if I'm burning methane in excess oxygen, I'll simply form this. So you come and put this equation and will be in position also to balance it. For that reason, therefore, see you in the next topic.